Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. Recently I did a series of videos called the DuckTales character profiles. In 3 of those videos, I mentioned a rarely seen featurette called Sport Goofy and Soccermania, the subject of today's video. What's interesting about this featurette is that it premiered in the same year as DuckTales, but preceded it by 4 months. Many fans view it as the pilot episode to DuckTales. I don't agree with that, because it doesn't follow the continuity of the show, nor do any of the characters look as they do in DuckTales. Soccermania was written by Tad Stones, who is responsible for many of the Disney afternoon shows, and Joe Ranft, who worked on many of the Pixar movies as both storyman and voice actor. Now that I've got all that trivia out of the way, is Sport Goofy and Soccermania a champ or a chump? Let's find out. The cartoon opens in Duckburg where Scrooge is enjoying his money. For those of you who haven't seen my DuckTales character profile on Scrooge, he is voiced by Will Ryan rather than Alan Young in this featurette. Anyway, Huey, Dewey, and Louie come to find out if he would support Duckburg's new sports program. Thinking that they meant moral support, Scrooge tells them yes. It turns out that the nephews want him to donate $1.49 to buy a new trophy for the big soccer tournament. $1.49? Do you think I'm made of money? Well, you are the richest duck in the world. But $1.49? That could bankrupt me. How? Scrooge then digs up an old beat-up trophy and donates that. The nephews walk away feeling ripped off. That is until they run into the curator of the Duckburg Museum of Antiquities, who examines the trophy and finds that it's worth $1 million. Give away $1 million trophy to save $1.49. Great business move, Scrooge. News spreads across Duckburg. We get to see cameos from Gyro and Grandma Duck from the comics. Eventually, Scrooge gets word on the trophy, and needless to say, he doesn't take it well. By the way, Scrooge's butler is called Jeeves in this cartoon, but he does bear a resemblance to Duckworth. Scrooge tries to exchange the trophy with a big one he just bought. Incidentally, that picture of Donald on the wall is the closest we get to seeing him, foreshadowing his role on DuckTales. The nephews refuse to give the trophy back and insist that Scrooge sponsors their team if he wants it back. He agrees to their terms and they go to a sporting goods store to buy a new soccer ball. This is where they meet Goofy, or Sports Goofy. He's as clumsy as you'd expect Goofy to be, and yet he's also agile and athletic. This impresses Scrooge, who hires him to coach his team, which would be called the Greenbacks. Get it? They're called Greenbacks because that's what we call money, and Scrooge is... You guys don't care, do you? Very well. Scrooge is feeling confident that he'll get the trophy back, until he meets the team. They're basically players nobody else wanted, and their soccer skills show why. Even Huey, Dewey, and Louie give a bad demonstration. I think this scene speaks for itself. Despite their poor skills, the Greenbacks were able to make it to the finals. Goofy must be the greatest coach in the world. Unfortunately, their opponents in the finals are the Beagle Boys. You see, earlier the Beagle Boys had read about the $1 million trophy and decided to win it rather than steal it. But they have no intention on winning it fair and square. They kidnap Goofy and hold him hostage at their hideout. This upsets the Greenbacks, who try to play without him. During their match, the Beagle Boys use every dirty trick they know. They are able to get away with it because the referee, who happens to be the bird from Bedknobs and Broomsticks, keeps losing his glasses. Speaking of movie characters, you see that white rabbit with the red nose and overalls? That is an early design for Roger Rabbit, whose movie would come out a year later. Back at the hideout, Goofy becomes disgusted by the Beagle Boys cheating, so he escapes, rejoins the team, and helps them win the trophy. The Beagle Boys are taken to jail, and Scrooge donates the trophy to the Duckburg Museum of Antiquities, as a tax deductible, of course, and he joins the Greenbacks in a team photo. Sport Goofy in Soccermania is very good. The story fits so perfectly with Scrooge's character. Being a greedy miser, it makes sense for him to accidentally give away a trophy he thought was worthless just to save $1.49. I also like how Goofy was athletic. It's very reminiscent of the old shorts. My only nitpick is the voices of some of the characters. Will Ryan is okay, but he is no Alan Young. And I also don't care for Tony Pope as Goofy. Other than that, Sports Goofy in Soccermania is well worth checking out, and if Disney ever gets around to releasing Volume 4 of DuckTales, this should be a bonus feature. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.